Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. We are continuing our journey to complete the Wizard's Apprentice Chapter 2, the Talisman the Eye. And we're back, everybody. We have sold a variety of stuff. Our money's gone up like crazy, and then, of course, went back down because we just bought a lot of really expensive things. So let me break it down a little bit what I've done. We bought some extra scrolls. Of course, my spell book has never looked quite as cool as it has now. You see, the level 1s and 2s, we should have had everything anyway. As far as I can remember, I actually bought some extras because I know there's ones we're going to need. I have sold my wizard's ring that basically gives me a +1 spell slot for level 1 and bought the level 3 version of it. So you can see I've lost one here, gained one there. And the reason I did that was because, quite frankly, I could just as easily take this spell and make sure it's a level 2, and take something from level 2 and make sure it's a level 3 by extending them, right? So shield spell could be an extended shield spell. Well, sorry, that's a bad example. Mirror image. There you go. Could be an extended mirror image, doubling the length. So again, shifting everything up a slot, really. This one to here, this one to there, basically gives me longer lasting spells, or I could just go straight up damage. I've re-put in my Clairaudience, Clairvoyance, because I keep forgetting that we are able to use that and get decent XP. And I even bought one. So we'll see me using that. Of course, we'll come back to this when we do our spells, because as you can see, I'm going to need to here shortly anyway. But other things that we have done, put in my Ring of Spell Recall, which is you see here, which, why use the potion when I can have this damn thing, used it twice, and then use the potions. I bought 4 potions from the guy, so making our tally go up even higher. Have sold / shuffled some stuff around. Nothing truly horrible. You'll see that I'm a much lighter in the bag here. I was even able to sell almost all those useless books. No, not the good ones, the ones that give us good stuff, but the ones that are crap. You know, like the ones that just have lore. You bought for like 27 bucks a piece, so that's not bad. Got rid of those just because I didn't like them anymore. What else have I done? Nothing on this character for this stuff. She was mostly a spell upgrader.
Yes.
But for him, he got... I put on the Facade's pelt. These are the pelts left over from the 2 wolves. Both of them are magic, and both of them provide cold resistance level 20, which can't be penetrated. So any cold damage coming his way or her way, she has the other one, will protect them from 20 points of damage per round. That's kind of nice. And they were only getting a fortitude or a save throw buff for like all 3 of these by +1, so it wasn't really worth it. That's the Cloak of Resistance you see here. They're useful, but I kept them just in case. I made sure that all my fighter classes, that's these 2 guys here, have at least a good slashing weapon and a good blunt weapon, as well as have a bow of some kind, equipped crossbow or otherwise, so that these guys have the ability to switch out as needed. Now you'll see he's only rocking a club +2 when he's using blunt. We have upgraded his sword from a longsword +1. I even put in a longsword +2, which we've now sold, because once I realized I could buy this, which is extremely expensive, I'd much rather have a longsword +2 with some bonus damage. There was 2 types, fire for 1d6 or acid for 1d6. Neither seemed to be better than the other, but we were in a cold region, so I thought fire, right? We'll probably even go back and get the acid eventually. I even have the money to buy it now. I'm not going to. But again, it's extremely useful, and she couldn't use them for some reason. I can't remember why. But he has that. Now, we've kept his shield. We've given him the purple dragon ring. The unlimited light is going to be useful because, A, we're seeing these mushrooms that we can light up, and I'm tired of burning through my light spells and having to rest just because I want to get my damn light spells back. So I slotted it here, it's hotkeyed. But it also is the other reason for having this, immunity to poison. And while it says it has 9 charges, I don't think it charges because it says unlimited uses. So I really think it is unlimited. I think they just slap 9 on just to have something on there. I don't know why. So hopefully that doesn't burn up. The immunity to poison is really the only reason I wanted it more than anything. Other than that, he has all his other gear. I've rearranged stuff here to make sure he had everything he needed. He's got his book for damage, his book of illusion, of course, it's burnt out. And of course his necklace, which gives him true seeing 2 times a day if I want to cast it. He has all his slow fire stuff hotkeyed, so not all, some of his fire stuff hotkeyed. and kind of counter redundant, so I might actually pass that off to her. In fact, that's not a bad idea, because he has fire in his sword now. Now back to her. She has the helmet. I don't know if you guys saw this last time. I can't remember if I cut it out. She has the helmet because she's going to be casting spells, so her concentration has to be up. So I gave him the little headband that gives him a +4 intelligence. Not really needing it, but you never know. Nargil's pelt, again, cold resistance. Gave it to her. She has her other cloak just in case, but by and large, I have 3 different armor here for her. So she's kind of overloaded with stuff right now, but she's not a pack mule, so I'm not worried about it. She does have the Gift of the Treant hotkey, and that's only because if she equips it, she can slap on bark skin 2 times a day. So put it on, equip that, and if you really look at this, the difference is 1 difference here, but you'll also notice against bludgeoning, she gets that +1 back. So it's not like she's horrible on this one. It's just you would use it, you would cast bark skin on yourself, and then you switch back. So she's really much better off having this one, quite frankly, not just because the better armor, the saving throw for poison, the cold resistance now is ignored because of the cloak she has on, but that's fine. They don't stack as far as I know. I had her keep her necklace, a glittering necklace, just in case. She has a Ring of Force shield, which is giving her extra deflection, as you can see here. So that's nice. Very expensive. I couldn't use it as a wizard, which kind of sucks. Not even a rogue. So kind of weird that it's only these classes, basically anyone but the 2 that I've picked, which is whatever. She has my Ring of Fortitude because I upgraded to a better ring. She still has her natural armor from there. And again, that's not being counted right now because she cast the bark skin on herself, right? Other than that, she's still rocking the plus crossbow. Gave her some more bolts. Sold the ones that I didn't want, or got rid of the ones I didn't want. She has bolts of fire though now, so extra little fire damage just in case. I made sure she has 3 good weapons. So she has the spear, which does retarded damage. Electrical, piercing, and sonic, and it's +2, and it's light, and it's 1d8. It's large though, so she won't get to use her shield, which is fine. She has a blunt weapon, a nice +2 quarterstaff. She has Delvar's Curses, which is what she's rocking when she's soloing stuff. And remember, it also has the True Strike ability once per day, so we have that hotkeyed. And this allows her to rock a shield, so I gave her the adamantine heavy shield, and this thing absorbs damage, 2 damage reduction around, can't be penetrated apparently, so that's awesome. And it gives her of course a shield buff once she has it on, and of course their heavy crossbow for some range support. So she has a lot going in for protecting herself. Now her spell book is a cleric spell book, so you know anything that she can rock as a cleric, she has access to them as soon as she levels up, so nothing phenomenal there. And I'll probably change things around, but like, again, there's no need to turn these into cure minor wounds because she can auto-convert them, right? She's a cleric. If I were to put anything in there, it'd be something like resistance, virtue, which is both lame sauce, a temporary hit point, woo. This one here lasts a minute, so bonus to saves. Yeah, I mean, this would go a long way if I know I need to make a save. But when do you really ever know you're going to need it, right? Inflict minor wounds could be useful because it's that one last little point of damage you need to hit and walk over and touch the guy. But they could save for it. Yeah, I guess. If I needed to heal undead, that'd be useful, I suppose. Because remember, inflict wounds actually heal undead. Cure wounds damage undead. But by and large, we've rocked her with the same book that she had in the past. The whole person comes in handy. Remove paralysis saved our butt, quite frankly. Silent spells for wizards in case we have them. Solemn Burst does a nice little Fortitude Saver stun, so again works good on wizards. AoE move does damage. Lesser Resto in case we get debuffed for some reason. And this one here, which range damage as well as her ability to pump herself through the roof, just like this one does, but even better. Protect herself. This one is going to start being extremely useful once we start getting her up in level. The deflection bonus right now is being overrun by the ring she has. She needs to be level 6 or higher, I think, to get a +3, and then it'll only drive her armor class up 1 point because of the ring she has. Is counter redundant, right? Which, you know, is still fun. It's a good spell. There's no reason not to have those spells. But all in all, she's doing pretty good for herself. Again, for myself, I want to do a spell book change here. Deep Slumber has been useful. I mean, it's like any sleep spell, really. But, you know, it doesn't last very long. Coup de grace are going to be handy, but it'll be only handy if we get big number of guys. And quite frankly, if we've got big number of guys, I'd much rather do something like slap a fireball spell in their ass. Having said that, there's other good stuff that I now have. Displacement is one that, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 50% concealment bump to you, and it can't be overridden by things like True Seeing or Blind Sight. So you basically have it on you, and it's a 50%, if I'm not mistaken. 50% displacement or concealment, by the way, means they will only hit me 1/2 of the time, and that's just for that. That doesn't count my armor class. It has nothing to do with armor class. It's, does he hit you or does he not? If he doesn't hit you, it doesn't even matter what he rolled. If he does hit you, then what did he roll? Did he penetrate my armor? So this is a really good spell, and that might be something that'd be useful for a big fight. Improved mage armor is lasting a long time anyway, so I don't particularly care. I have one for him still to buff him up because I'd rather he be a meat shield. I could go with things like Stinking Cloud, but I have a wand for that. I have Vampiric Touch, which I never used, but it was in his thing to be sold. I'm like, psst, it's cheap, screw it, I'll take it. So I took it just because. Slow armor class penalty to the guys, attack roll penalty to the guys, and reflex saves go down. All that's good gravy. They lose a single attack per round. I mean, it's retarded the amount of stuff this does. And it appears to be an AoE move. Now it says all enemy creatures. Hopefully that doesn't hit anybody, because we can test that to see if it hits us. If it slows us, that sucks. If it's teammate friendly, I could cast it at his feet, you know, because he's going to get all the guys around him. That could be a good spell to protect him. Slows their damages, slows their chance of hitting, decreases their armor class, and allows us just to wail on guys. So slow might be a good one. Magic Circle against alignment, I learned that one. You know, I have it in my robes, but it's always nice to have it in your book. So again, great spell. Fireball now, you know, it's a good fireball spell, but again, reflex saves, AoE versus single target. But I could always slap in a flame arrow or another empowered version of something here, or an extended version of Mel's acid arrow. Again, you know, there's all good gravy in here. I think the way I'm going to rock this though is try slow. I could just as easily do Spider Skin. I saved that for last to point it out to you that we do have it. It doesn't last very long for me at level 5. It'd be 50 minutes. But it's a natural armor class bonus to me, as well as poison saves, as well as hide, which I do as a rogue / wizard. So it's a good spell. But until I get to level 6, I really don't get the extra +1. 6, 9, and 12 really start making it really nice. Once I get that, then I'll probably start slotting it more. Because 3 armor class bonus versus 2 obviously is better. But slow could be more team hate friendly, and we can find out if it is or not. But that's all good. Let's see, from there, yeah, from there I'm pretty good. Again, we'll be using my wands more. You'll see me do that. So we've talked to the guy, sold all the stuff we wanted to sell. Got my potions and hotkey. Made a mistake of grabbing Scare by mistake because I thought it was a level 1 spell. It's a level 1 spell. Innate. For some reason, even though it says Wizard Sorcerer level 1, it's actually a level 2 spell for us. I don't know why, but it is, and it's in my level 2 slots. So I'm like, well, shit, I already learned it, so I guess we'll use it if we see something. We'll try it on one of these little damn munchkin whatchamacallums if we have to. But other than that, we want to do a quick level up, and since this one's easy, we're not doing Cleric, because that's just dumb now. Really wish I would have known that we were getting a Cleric. I probably should realize that the guy was going to give us one of everybody. So we have a Barbarian, he's kind of our fighter, right? He someone suggested that they took theirs fighter. And fighters are great because these guys get damn feats like almost all the time. Level 1, level 2, level 4, 6, 8, 10, basically every even number, they get another feat. So maybe we're going to do that. I want to get his taunt up at least a little bit. And his survival could come in handy for where we're at. I'm not sure on that stuff though. Give him a little concentration because I think, and I know this sounds stupid, but I think I remember reading once that concentration even applies to things like when you're drinking a potion. If you're drinking a potion, they can like knock it out of your hand, I guess. So concentration is necessary sometimes, just for anybody. But he has the able learner, so I can spread these points around as I see fit. Tumble certainly will be useful. We'll get it up to 10. Concentration, I won't take it too high, maybe 4 or 5, just to see if it does anything. But taunt's going to be useful for him because his taunt's what debuffs their armor class. Now, free feats, he always gets tower shield now. That's nice. We unlocked the ability for him to use tower shields. Blind fight could come in handy. He has that necklace, but you know, can't always rely on that. And this applies to other things besides being seeing things that are invisible, like being blinded against invisible creatures. So all good stuff. Knockdown, though, he is strong, and knocking someone down gives us a lot of options. I could get weapon focus, give him the weapon proficiency exotic. Hell, I think I have a book for that. I could probably just pass that to him and say, screw it, here you go. Weapon finesse won't do him any good because his dexterity's piss. Great cleave could be useful. Improved power attack. I don't even like that he has power attack, so I think knockdown. I've seen Odd Travesty's Let's Plays, and his knockdown moves have been phenomenal. Is this an auto? Nope. So we're slapping it down there. That's auto. Power attack. Every time I click on this guy, I see that he's got his damn power attack on, which pisses me off to no end. Because the power attack, for those of you who don't know, it increases your damage at the penalty of accuracy. So your attack bonus goes down 3, your damage goes up 3. And while, yeah, like I'm hitting like a truck, I'd rather he hit the flippin' target. And if I, you know, click off my damn characters, it 9 times out of 10 turns into horrible things like you know, her casting every spell under the sun that I don't need her to cast. You know,
Yes.
she just unloads on like the weakest little target with her spells. Which, you know, she's a wizard. She's supposed to do that kind of stuff. But, yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Get your butt up here. Let you cast your little light spell thing
I'm
there.
ready if you need me.
Matter of
Follow
fact,
me.
you cast it on yourself too.
I'm ready if you need me.
Sweet. Okay, where's our map? Okay, so we just got done fighting guys over here. You guys see anything? Anything at all? Just holler. Oop, look at that. Another shroom. We got a palm tree. Or some such. In the middle of nowhere. What the hell are growing in this damn place? Without light, but whatever. Okay, anywho. Oh, that was noise. Very noise. Is that the path up there? Oh, there's one right there at my feet. Didn't even see him. Whoa, they just snuck up on me. Oh, there's a big one too. Okay. Alright, we have spells. See how they light some acid in his face. See if he can sneak attack. Focus on Big Daddy. Yeah, it's probably good that you got yourself some protection, kid. See if the grease spell does us any good. Ooh. No, not him. There's one back there that's near death, and he needs a magic missile to the face, I'm thinking. Right there, I thought he died. Don't scare me like that there, Blaggery. Because I cast grease at his feet like a nincompoop. He is kind of klutzy. Yeah, there's a couple more level ups for us. And some stuff that just showed up. Let's see what we got for gear first, and we'll tackle these level ups. Some gold. Okay, first things first. Let's go to our cleric. She's going straight. Well, that's the ugliest female-looking cleric I've ever seen. You get a picture of that? I don't think you can see elf ears, so I would assume that means that she's not one. I know it's in the elf category, but you can't tell that. And it looks cool, so we're good with that.
Yes.
He. What the heck is this? They both gave him the same image. That's weird. Okay, now I need a blonde guy. Wait. There you go. You are the barbarian. I'm not going to do mine because I have yet to decide what I'm going to be, and I don't like that I've got this stupid belt on anyway. But we're leveling up our cleric. She is still a cleric as far as I'm concerned. And she's going to be focusing on things like spellcraft, heal. Her heal is lame sauce. Oh, that's not good. I gave her all my damn healing kits. Well, not all of them. Big chunk of them. She does have a spell book now. Upgrade. So we'll grab resistance. Why the hell not? Protection from alignment. I give her own protection from alignment spell. I can protect her from range stuff with some tropic shield, though. How long does that last? Not long enough. This lasts hours. Yeah, I'd rather have that. And since I lost my own slot, I don't have to buff her. Now she has her own ability to buff herself. Level 4, though, we're unlocked. All kinds of good stuff. Assay resistance. Yeah, let's do the little Hammer of the Gods. Screw it. Hammer of the Gods is always a good choice.
Yes.
Alright. My turn. Now, I could go level 6 Wizard and start pushing towards level 7, because level 7 I need for my... I lost it in my brain. Oh, my level 4 spells, which obviously I want, but I really wanted to get to Arcane Trickster, right? And to do that, I need all these things up, and I also need a 2d6 sneak attack. The only way I can get that I know of is by going Rogue level 3. So I'm only Rogue level 1, so I need 2 more levels in Rogue, and then I can start doing Arcane Trickster. So let's try it. Oh, we need... Whoa. Hey, I'll take that. That's an extra armor class bump. I use magic device. And didn't do me anything else. Just give me some health. Okay. But with that, we are good to go. I am out of spells, so maybe out of those spells. I got a shield spell left, so we'll keep that on. Hey, Mr. Light Spell Man, you should come over here and cast me a light spell on that thing.
I'm ready if you need me.
Good, because I need you. Okay, what do we see in here? Oh, that could be the motherland. Okay, so we can go this way. Oh, peeps, follow me. Okay, let's go this way first. Looks like we have a plant over here. Is that just like a shroom? Give me something. They call it a mushroom, but it's not. But the point's still the same.
I'll take the lead.
Light up the room, baby. Light up the room. Oh, gelatinous cube. Oh, balls. Okay. Well, I think it's time for every magic missile in the sun. He'll charge it. She'll help me shoot it up. they're messing it up pretty good. Get him. Don't drown inside that thing. I don't know if you can or not, but I don't want to risk it. This will help me get rid of these wands that I don't need anymore. He resisted the knockdown. Oh. Boom. Yeah. Good work, team. Got some decent XP for that too. Cruising right along. Okay. Oh, he dropped something. Nice. Also, mine. I keep forgetting I have this thing here. And like I say, it's 2 uses per day. Oh, beautiful. All my spells are back. I'm all kinds of happy. Since he has those spells too, I need to probably stop doing the damn, what do you call it? Light spell. So let's actually get rid of that. Slap in another Ray of Frost. We'll do a twofer. I am wounded. She has the ability to heal us with spontaneous conversion. See how much we get for that. Yeah, see, this is another one of those. It's great that she has it, but it's technically broken. Cure minor wounds in the D&D 3.5, if I remember, was never supposed to be 4 hit points. It's always supposed to be like 1, just like the inflict minor wounds is always 1, which they got that part right. I don't know why they messed it up. But
follow me.
I had it in my head that he had something that regenerated too. I guess he doesn't. Could have sworn I gave him something that regenerates damage. This is a bad dream that I had. I don't know. Alright, so this is where the gelatin came from. Just checking the area, making sure there ain't nothing here. That's weird. That doesn't mean the map has to be open when I guess it does. So I guess the map has to be opened for you to clear the fog of war. I guess that's how you know you're exploring or something. It's kind of annoying. Oh. Feels like there's... Maybe I can get up here somehow. Looks like she's just going to take me there, so... Nice. Must have missed it. It was all the way back here. Oh, hell yeah, I missed it. Well, before we go that way, we had that big room we wanted to hit. That looked like Mushroom Central. Yeah, right over here. So let's go check that out. Okay, it'll take us there now. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, there he is. Boy, they are just battle hungry, aren't they? I guess for the kind of guys that they are, I would want them to be. Okay, so this is a Myconoid Sentry. I got a Ray of Frost to that bastard. Oh, we got 2 of them there. Okay. Oh, he could use some mage armor. Well, I guess we were going to try our slow, but let's be smart about it and try our best not to hit him with it. Looks like we got one of them. And let's go for the balls to the wall on the one here that's wounded. You need to get your dumb fool ass over here. You're the one that cast that crap. jeez, there's a third one there now. Great. Okay. From there, I want to give him bull strength. There we go.
Had enough?
Come on, cast it on. Okay, let's get my magic missile out. Then unload with the other one. Yeah, some good damage. Okay, she's doing her job of keeping him alive. Come on, boys and girls. You got this. Okay, you probably did fine. I'm gonna start shooting that thing now.
Enemies approach. Be prepared.
Okay. Copper ring. Free scroll. Another scroll. Ooh, confusion. Not high enough. And remove blindness is not one of my type of scrolls, so that's yours. And we're gonna put you away. Alright. Gnarly battle to be sure. He was doing great. I forgot to pre-buff him like a dum-dum though, so I should have had his mage armor on him. And that's gonna help him at least a decent amount, keeping stuff off him. She needs to stop doing stupid things though, because she's dropping. Okay, so she's finally done with using those now. Okay, good. She had a couple sacks of those damn bewilderment spores or whatever the hell I've called them. And I passed them off to her like a nincompoop, and I haven't set her AI, so she's just like, oh, I have stuff I can throw at the enemy. Yay!
You're no match for me.
Oh, jeez, another one? These are the little ones. Okay. You take that one on. I will buff you because I don't know that they don't do like something like what do you call it, elemental damage. Oh, jeez Louise, that's one's massive. Okay. You need the fire spell that I just bought. Flame arrow to the face, loser. That was, I won't lie to you, that was less than stellar, fellas. Let me get my armors up. He is acting like a boss, that's for sure. The only thing that's killing that thing is the fact that we're doing damage with that. So let's muck him up with the 5 spells I got here, keyed up. He's hitting hard. Come on, boys. Hold down on me. You're doing great. You're not doing great. Oh my god, it's full of stars. Sure is. Get this thing off me. I got a raise dead spell here for her. I hate that you have to use them. But my spores, yay. That's a lot off them. Look over in the corner. There's a soft bed of moss. There's probably time for us to rest here several hours before the other creatures in the tunnel realize the Myconians no longer guard this area. You always think about getting in bed with me, buddy. You just need to cool your jets. Alright, where's my raised dead? Okay. That would give us an opportunity to heal up, though. Oh, and of course I have my Clairvoyance Clairvoyant spell. I need to use that, because we haven't done it for this map yet. Boom. Gather general information. Okay. You sense many life forms in this winding cavern, some quite large. I guess we just found one. There is a colony of strange plant-like creatures with a very strong life force in the midst. Further along the tunnels, you sense the entrance to the caverns, as well as another very strong life force blocking the entrance. Okay, looks like we got another big fight coming our way. Probing the chamber around the strong life force, you sense weakness in the ice and stone above the life force. Cracks. You have the strong impression that this could be helpful to you somehow. PRC for learning about the area. Woot. Cracks, huh? So it sounds like we need to shoot something above the giant monster life force that's blocking our way out of here. But there's the mossy patch. Yeah. Do just a quick exploration, make sure there's nothing out here that I wanted to find. Okay, and if we rest, we should heal up. Let's see what our books look like. That slow worked well. Now, I didn't try to catch my guy in it on purpose, but it only hit one of the bad guys, but it could have hit both. So I'm happy with that. Good choices here, here, and here. Still happy with those. And until I use up some more of these little damaging wands, I probably don't want to key up for like lots of damage, so I'm not particularly worried about that. So you're good. You are good. Alright. I say we rest up. Who wants to take the first shift? We're able to rest here one time. Rest. Give me my spells back. It didn't give me my recharge for that. Boo. Boo, bad game. That was supposed to recharge.
Yes.
Oh well. Oh.
I'll take the lead.
Get our 24-hour Barsana team so I don't forget.
Yes. Dear John,
She's high enough level. That protection from evil,
Yes.
same with me, will work well. Even if it's lame sauce, the immunity to bind stuff is probably useful. Okay. Alright, here we be. I'm going to take us back to that one spot. I'll cut this part out for you folks. Okay, we are back on the path. I think this is the way out, based on the fact that it's the last place I've looked for moving. We seem to be up high. This was where we had our little gelatin monster. And we're making steady progress walking this way on the map. It's nice that the map looks like it has darkened trails on it if you open it up. So that's kind of a clue. Ooh, what the hell's that? A dead tundra yeti. Ooh, it's a bloody mess too, bro. What do you got for me here, Mr. Yeti? Marin, look up ahead. There's something in the corridor, something big and smelly. Your eyes follow. I yell as pointing finger and see a large carcass head in the tunnel. A tundra yeti. It has been killed savagely. Whatever did this possesses great strength. We must be on our guard. Yeah, I'd say. Alright, moving on the tundra. Examine. Killed by something enormously strong. Its neck and back are clearly broken in several places. Oh, balls. And something has eaten some of the choice entrails. Nummy. You don't like some good entrails. Feel cold air rushing past your face and realize you must be nearing the cave's entrance. Okay, so this is the thing that was blocking the door the game was telling me about. That I need to target the ice above its head or something? Ceiling? We're here. Uh-oh, I think I see it. Bones. These bones are from something big. Large teeth have crushed most of them. Yep, there's our something. Let's pause it. Let's see what we got here. Snowdrift. Arctic fell troll. This creature resembles a troll, but it's much more massive. It has 2 heads. Its hide is thick and rubbery, and the light fleshy hair on its head. Oh, you have fleshy hair. I said rise. Well, that's how, because it rise. With any other trollkin, this creature can only be killed completely by acid or fire. Now we have a good fire weapon for that. She has fire arrows. That'll help. Bolts, I should say. And I have fire spells. I think before this we're going to want to buff up though, but we have been going way too long. I do apologize for the length of it, but I got engrossed in it, and we're definitely having fun, so the game's doing its job. But it looks like that's the icicles we want to target, but we'll cover that when we come back. My name's Brothermutant. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. If you would have handled things better. I haven't been messing up too much. I don't understand why this is not replenishing itself. Maybe I need to drink a potion to do that, not resting on that stupid cot. Maybe that's the key. But if it only uses it twice, then it seems kind of a damn waste. But yeah, see, it says should have rest and it should have gone back to 2. Anyway, my name is Brothermutant. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys see you guys soon. Bye now.